Hey, this is Dan from Downey Roofing and Contracting here in Florida. Here's a repair that we're on today. Very standard repair on a nail-on tile roof system. Roof tile in Florida can be installed in a number of different ways, and you really can't tell which way they're installed by either looking in the attic and looking for nails going through the plywood, or by just pulling up the tile and seeing that they're nailed. As you can see, if you look closely at the top of each tile, there's two nails inside of each tile. Now that sounds like it might be a good idea, but in effect it's not, because there's a better system out there that you can use adhesives or glue. One of them is called polyfoam. There's other brands out there, but the most popular one is polyfoam roof adhesive, in which time you install a roof membrane, like I've had to reinstall here because they had some rotted wood, and we've replaced the wood and went back with a modified bitumen paper, which is a much higher grade paper than what they originally had on this house. And we're going to be re-gluing these tiles back down, not using nails to go through the roof membrane that we just completely sealed up. The reason people use nails is because it's the cheapest way to install a roof tile, and that's the way it was done on most of these tract homes. And if you look around here, one contractor built all these houses, so usually in that situation the lowest bidder got the job. So the lowest bidder used nails to install all these roofs. That's about 80% of the roofs in South Florida, by the way. If your house was built in the last 10 or 15 years, you probably have a nail-on roof system. If you're in a development that was developed by a developer, one of the bigger ones, any of the bigger ones, you're going to have a nail-on tile system. The reason I'm going so much into this is because, number one, you're going to have to pressure clean these things to keep them clean, and your association or whatever city you're in is probably going to make you do it on a pretty regular basis. That's really tough on these nail-on systems because you've got nails sticking through the roof tile and sticking through the roof, through the plywood. So every time you pressure clean up here, you're putting 1,500 pounds at a minimum of PSI of pressure on top of this roof tile. And as you can see, and I'm going to see if I can zoom in on this a little bit, the nails are rusting. Now, why would the nails be rusting? The nails are rusting is because the reason they're rusting is because they're putting chlorine on this roof, whoever's pressure cleaning it, to get the roof clean. Now, logically, that sounds like the smart thing to do is put some chlorine up here, kill all the mildew and algae, and you'll have a nice clean roof. But the reality is these nails will rust out. Have you ever seen the back of a chlorine truck, or a truck that carries chemicals like chlorine, and they're just rotting away? It's because chlorine is extremely oxidizing to metal. And with these roof nails being sprayed with chlorine at least once every couple of years, because the pressure cleaner guy got up here and sprayed it, once that nail rots away because of the chlorine exposure, and they're all rusted prematurely, there's a hole in the roof where the nail used to be. Now the water can get in. Now these tiles aren't designed to be the complete watershed of what's going on with shedding the water. These tiles will shed probably 90% of the water that comes down on this roof, but not 100% of it. They're not designed to be. What's designed to be completely waterproof is the underlayment behind the tile, which is what you see here that I've installed. I've installed Eagle Premium modified bitumen on this repair, but that's not what's on this roof. This roof has an ASTM D249 tile underlayment, which in layman's terms means 90-pound paper. That was put down hot mop. It, of course, was the least expensive way to do it, and it still is the least expensive way to do it. I don't use that product. I like modified bitumen paper. We'll have a talk about that another time. But going with these roof tile on these nail-on systems, if you have a nail-on system and you have a leak, they can be hard to find because sometimes you're just looking for one nail hole that got rusted out. But when you're having your people pressure clean them, tell them that you do not want to have any kind of chlorine product on your roof. I know that's hard to say, but there are companies out there that will wash and clean your roof that do not use chlorine. If there was no chlorine used on this roof, more than likely I wouldn't be doing a repair on this roof right now, because this was rusted nails that caused this system to fail. I see rusted nails right there and there, and that's directly because of chlorine. So having said that, that's what our nail-on tile system looks like. This is Downey Roofing and Contracting. This is a repair we're doing. We're also doing one on the high roof. I'm not going to go up there because it's very similar to this one. But we do this repair all the time. These returns leak all the time also. Next time we do one, I'll take a video of it. But important for you guys to realize what's going on with these roof tile. You know, they're not 100% waterproof. As a matter of fact, if I had taken all the tile off this roof prior to it being installed with tile, it would have never leaked. That's what that tile underlayment is for. It's designed to keep the water off the roof. The tile actually provides ultraviolet protection to the paper. That's what its main function is, UV protection, not water shed. Now, it does shed water, of course, but its main objective is UV, sunlight protection. And that gives you a longer roof life. Alrighty, so this is a roof nail-on system. You can see what it looks like. And the next system that we're going to go to today will probably be a little bit different. And we'll go on to it from there. This is Dan from Downey Roofing and Contracting, and we'll see you on the next one.